Gonna get out here and get some cold weather hiking in and do the rock shelter trail. It's about 3.5 miles depending. It's kind of cold. It's kind of slick. There's some ice on the trail, I know, so I have to throw on some crampons here in a bit. And yeah, let's get rolling. First part of this trail is going to be on this gravel road. Won't be too bad since there's snow on it. The rock kind of hurts your feet after a while if you walk on it for so long. That's a nice change. It's about, let's see, 12 degrees out right now. One of the things I think is really cool about hiking in the wintertime versus the summer is you can see way down into these valleys. You normally can't see this because of all the foliage. So it's pretty cool to see that, a different perspective on the trails that you're used to hiking. I'm wearing my snow goggles right now. It's probably a little bit overkill, but it does keep the sun glare out of my eyes, keeps my face a little bit warmer. So no complaints about that. Might look a little weird though. I don't care. Here's where our trail splits off from this gravel road onto the actual trail itself. So getting ahead into some of the cool parts of this trail. Looks like it's been traveled pretty recently, so be good not to get lost on the trail that way. Most trails though have pretty good identifiers. You'll see on the trees these painted triangles or squares called blazes. These help you stay on track and not get lost. Here's one of these blaze markings I was telling you about. You see here, you can see the foot traffic goes that way, but there's also this other little path that kind of goes down that way, and if you didn't know or didn't see the footprints, you would have to follow these markings. That way you know where you're going. And then up ahead, you can always look. There's another one right there. So we know that we're headed in the right direction. This trail is pretty well marked. It's actually interesting because right here you're at a cross section of several different trails. The Rock Shelter Trail is a small subsection of the Low Gap Trail, and the Low Gap Trail is a small subsection of the Tecumseh Trail, a much larger trail that takes several days to backpack. So it's pretty cool, and we're heading in towards the backcountry area, so we should start to see some pretty cool stuff. So here we're at kind of a cool pond. In warmer months, this is full of really dark brown water, which is just nothing more than the tannic acid that's leached into the water. Looks like some people have tested it out. It's been below freezing for several days, so I imagine this is frozen pretty solid. Pretty cool little place. I don't think I've ever been out here on this one. It's frozen. Or a little crack. I better get off of there now. Let's keep on rolling. Yeah, it's nice to see a trail in a different view than you normally do. I've done this trail, I don't know, a lot growing up as a kid and now as an adult. So let's keep on rolling and see what's around the next bend. If you're hiking in really cold, freezing temperatures, make sure you drink water. A lot of it, you don't think you need it because it's cold, but you really do. And another tip, if it's cold below freezing like it is today, water in these lines, if you have one of these reservoirs, will freeze. So after you're done drinking, blow back into this tube, and so it blows the water back into the reservoir in your pack, which is closer to your body, which will stay warm enough to keep it from freezing. So here's a little tip. I can't remember where I learned that from, but it's definitely helped me out quite a bit. This is a really cool feature of this trail. It's a massive tree that got uprooted a long time ago. It's pretty cool. It's really big. It's hard to get the scale of this thing. Just reaching up, It's pretty big. You pass around it, diverts the trail. Now we're starting to get into the really cool portion of the trail. Hard to gain perspective on it, but we're looking down into a valley. We're going to head down that way, and that's where the rock shelter portion of the trail is. You'll start to see lots of limestone cliffs, outcroppings. It's pretty cool. Now we're down here in this valley. We're just going to follow it along for a bit. Got some ice here. Be a little careful. And there is the actual rock shelter portion of the trail. Really, really cool. Let's go up and check it out. It's easy to imagine people in much older times taking refuge here. It's a nice little overhang, perfect for getting out of the elements. I stopped here on trips before just to have a snack, to admire it. Pretty cool natural formation. All right, we're back down safely in the valley. Time to continue on the trail. A little bit further down the trail, there's still more of these limestone outcroppings. Overhangs are pretty cool. Pretty soon we'll get out of this valley and be nothing but forest again. Up on a stream bed here. I don't think there's any water in there. If it is, it's pretty frozen. A little bit of water down here, some ice forming or melting, hard to tell which. It's part of a stream that runs through here. Just a little bit more. Some of that water down there is running, so might be on the way of melting. Here's some more. Gotta be careful. We have to cross here. We really don't want wet socks. But in case we do, that's why you pack extras. Let's see. All right. No problem. Off we go. The worst part about going into the valleys is coming back out. Long climb up the ridge here. Not too slick though. I'm back on the ridge now. Slightly out of breath. It's a steep climb, but that's the price, right? Gotta work hard, find good views. All in all, pretty fun. Shouldn't be too much longer now. It's warmed up to 22 degrees now, and I am pretty warm. Starting to sweat just a little bit under. Not even wearing a heavy coat, just wearing a base layer, some REI kind of thermals, a hoodie, and then this Fjall Robin jacket. More than warm. If I was gonna stay out here much longer, I'd probably strip off this jacket, put it in my pack, and just keep on rolling. This is cool. You can see some deer tracks. I was hoping to see some. They weren't totally snow covered over. No look on actually seeing any deer. That's still pretty cool. Got less than a quarter of a mile left to go. This is a pretty cool pine tree section here on this ridge. Always like the pine trees. Seen a few other people on the trail. Wasn't too bad of a day for it. Almost up my car, ready to go home, get a hot meal. Almost the end of it now. At the end of it, see the cars up ahead. A lot more cars there now. I was the only one there when I started this. Sign of a good day for a hike. Done with this hike now. Not too bad. About 3.5 miles after all the stops for everything. Time to go home now. Chuck it up, get a nice hot meal. See you later.